The answer here is not simply find the bad guys before they attack, but let's actually pull the rug out from under them to start with. We can dismantle ISIS. We created
it, yeah.
We created ISIS. We can dismantle ISIS, and we can dismantle further future security threats by undoing what is creating ISIS. So that means these horrific wars and massive slaughter of civilians. The horror that just took place in Paris is much like the horror that's been taking place in Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria on a daily basis. That is the best recruiting tool imaginable for the terrorist groups. So our current foreign policy is our own greatest enemy right now. And furthermore, our allies have been funding ISIS, so we need to get the Saudis to stop funding ISIS. We ourselves have been directly or indirectly supplying arms to ISIS. The people that we train who then defect and move over, yes, they are the troops in ISIS. We supply 80% of the weapons to the Middle East. So we could lead an arms embargo to basically disarm ISIS. We can do that now. We can ask our friends Turkey to please close their border to the flow of militias across their border to support and reinforce ISIS. We can ask our allies in Iraq to please stop buying the oil of ISIS on the black market, to go in with more bombs and drones or special ops, which are all in practice right now, is to ensure that we are guaranteeing the next ISIS. And you have to ask, how much amnesia do these guys have on Capitol Hill, Democrats and Republicans, who are talking about doing more of what has been failing us since Vietnam, going in and shooting them up when you're talking about, not your old-fashioned army that's dressed in their red coats. That doesn't work. You cannot assault a guerrilla army using old-fashioned techniques. You have to stop funding them. You have to stop arming them. You have to stop allowing reinforcements to cross the border. It's not rocket science how to do this. Unfortunately, we have a foreign policy whose main mission is to sell weapons.
To wreak havoc,
We wreak havoc and therefore sell more weapons for the weapons industry, and likewise to ensure routes of fossil fuel, either supply or transportation. So between the weapons industry and the fossil fuel industry, we've got the wrong guys calling the shots in Washington, D.C. on foreign policy. We need a foreign policy that actually serves the American people.